like yellow on leaves. Ball like an all-white shirt, no sleeves. Tell her, put it like me. Blowing a coffee, he's asleep. You weak, chic. The web look at the boots, fleet. Headache, got a hook till she give me a headache. Send me a text, I ain't reading no essay. Fall back, yeah, get fall back, yeah, get back. A big, I know as long as she get really Listen, I don't mean to call you up, cause I don't know that. And if I never call you again, that mean you throw back. We only met once when we go back, way back. When it, now we on track. But you can never ever be my man, you a whole snap. You said it on your IG page, I ain't say that, like say that. Lay back, in the back of the Maybach, play that. You should say that, I be in the streets like a straight rat. I will never be with a ring, cause he ain't finna take half. I be on my kid, one girl, one side, in a dope. Sending me a text like she misses, the only way she getting back in it.
You ain't never been a skate town. On a national, you know it go down.
Kilo Ali flow. Look, from the east side on a Friday night, met a bunch of to the Golden Glide. The lows and highs, me and all the bros in a stolen ride, like, man, they outside, so I'm staying inside. Shout to you and I vibe, take a few, like Tupac. I seen a bunch of mean guys in a bandana tie, throwing up the west side, giving side eyes. Ain't nobody that I really recognize, I ain't surprised to ride the killer vibe. Probably be the reason you die trying to feel alive, but I'm incentivized by in the thighs, gripping on it like I'm picking the prize. They hit the crib where the collide, but really ain't tripping. We can get it right through the pull up the Moreland, bro. Which team was happening? Oh, outside.
From the zone 4, Campbellton Road. Got cash to blow, hollering at the lean on these. In the parking lot, I was looking too, keep my number locked. I make it on the couch at your mama house. Ride around, bubble loud with the window down. Some of y'all done lost y'all mind. Baby, let me see.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight, we're on to week 2 of the NFL season. We got a good one on tap, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Green Bay Packers. After a great first week of football, what does week 2 have in store? The Commanders and the Packers underway on Thursday night primetime. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go, set! 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles! Steady!
They'll run here with a rookie. And space tough to come by there, so he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. You look at this Packers defense. This unit, very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener, didn't allow much of anything at all through the air, so now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
Okay, second down and 8.
Come on. 70 Timberwolves. Now
Daniels. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Ready? Let's go now.
On first down, it's Krosky-Merritt. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. His defense for the Packers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The slot man in motion right. Here's Daniels. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Quinn Walker came through to make the sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. They'll score it on a 36-yard punt. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 11.
Let's go. 33. 52 blast. Ready.
A first carry for the all-pro running back. It's Josh Jacobs. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Right. What? 52 blue?
Here's Love. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there's double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The Packers are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you, and you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
On 4th down, the Packers call on Daniel Whelan to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Come on, come on. Cougar 19.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him back. Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. To the air goes Daniels. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1.
Ready, hut.
Jacobs diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown.
What a luxury it is to be able to call a bowling ball like Josh Jacobs down near the goal line. 5'10", 220 pounds, and he's not afraid to get in there and get the tough yards. He finishes off this drive with a touchdown run.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Here we go.
They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Glove. that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. When you look at this defense, they are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. And some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this done.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Love. Now this aired out deep for Reed. And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety rolling into position almost had it, but it's second down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Here's 2nd and 10.
38, let's ready.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
And cycle. Red. Green jack. Ready.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's brought down. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously, more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Ready. 33, yellow. Cut.
Play fake. Here's Love. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. Well, the Commanders are going to take over at their own 41. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. A good pickup there on first as a screen pass gets him 8.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
A run inside, Krosky Merritt. Still going inside the 20. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 18. It's a gain of 34.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back?
You need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well. But they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run.
Ready.
Pass caught. He's lane with it. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second and a couple.
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat! 60 Bison! 60 Bison!
Throwing now is Daniels. Now he's going to step up and run. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Deebo Samuel, his second touchdown on the season. And the Commanders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Now Love going to change things up. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Now, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
22 meters.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it.
45. White. Ready.
To throw now. Here's Love. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And it's throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Daniels looking to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
Partner, you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
Following the interception, Love. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Firing quickly out wide is Love. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It was Daron Payne who got in there to make the play.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. The loss results there.
60 red, blaster, 6. Set.
Throwing, Love. This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it, but third down coming up.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Blue striker.
Now Love. He'll try and do this himself. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, they're able to come away with the interception, Charles. They aren't able to move the ball all that much. However, they do get 3 out of it with a field goal.
Yeah, and anytime you do force a turnover, you have to come out of it with points. Everybody wants 6. They'll take the 3 there. Now it's their opportunity to do it again.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. To throw is Daniels. And he will find his man, Samuel. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. He finds his man, complete. It's Lane. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Slot man moves right. Operating from the gun, Daniels. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
Here we go, set. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Krosky Merritt going to try and push his way in. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
A final shot before break. Daniels. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Deebo Samuel as time expires in the first half. And the Commanders have taken the lead on the final play of the first half. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make to the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
60 red. 60 red.
Try to run for it with Jacobs. And this will be a Packers first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
Love now. Well, this complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Jacobs going to try the middle. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the Commanders' 47-yard line.
Love looking to throw it. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Black, 90 black ultra. Black blue.
Looking to throw. Love. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Yeah, both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Back to throw. Daniels. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he goes nowhere. yards, back at the 17. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now Daniels going to keep it. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
Old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come on, opposite.
Now we'll toss to the left for Jacobs. Takes it to about the 37. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Okay, ready?
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ready.
Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37. Love, they go play action now. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed.
17
yards on the play. That's good for the Packers.
Red, yellow. 6,
1st and 10.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
The connection with his running back, Josh Jacobs. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 28.
On the double.
That's another Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Black 40. Claws red. Drill green.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He hits Dobbs on the crosser. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's Love. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they've got it inside the 10
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Love fires that quickly outside. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Romeo Doubs, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. They need their best drive of the game right here. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Daniels going to give the Krosky merit. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down. Here's Tressway now. He's been terrific so far. We've got a man shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Ready.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That's complete to Doubs. And he'll be taken down, but not before it gets into enemy territory. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try to loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. From the 46, here's the 2nd and 8.
Ready.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's going to be met at about the 43. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Ready.
Washington on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Yellow. Green jack. White. Blaster. Stick. Jack hot.
To pass. Here's Jordan Love. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Quan Martin. And the Commanders are right back in this football game. This is 1st and 10. Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington. Penalties not what they needed here. 1st and 15. Now Daniels. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
On the jump. Shot 50, shot 50, Cougar 19.
Back to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Cut 19, cut 19.
They'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring him right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Here we go. This is 4th down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long.
60 Vikings.
Daniels going to throw for it. He's got McLaurin. And he is going to have a Commanders first down. And that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
He'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. Up the middle, Krosky Merritt.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at him, and boy, they hit it right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. Back to throw. Now Daniels going to keep it. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers have just about sewn up this football game. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Down to a knee goes Love, and that should be the final act of this football game. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
Los Angeles. Last stop in town before I hit the road. And it was hot. I said, man, point that fan at me. And I'll be good to go. Wasn't playing songs for long when came in candidly. But the prettiest young thing I ever saw. And she was hot. Nothing short of masterpiece. I said, oh, I need to know. Yeah, is that your man? Yeah, cause if it isn't, yeah, I'ma play my very best for you tonight. She said, I have a proposition. Every red they want to take me home tonight. I said, what's that? And she said, if you can make me dance, I'll stay forever. If you can make me dance, I'll stay forever. So I sung how I wore when it came hard to breathe. Had to focus to make sure I hit the notes. And there's palm and I won't blame you if you can't believe. But she began to glow. That's your man, hey, cause if it isn't, I'ma play my very best for you tonight. Now she say I'm a magician. And if you're ready, they want to take me home tonight. It's quite alright. Yeah, she say, if you can make me dance, I'll stay forever. If you can make me dance, I'll stay forever. I'm in love, girl, is it obvious? I'm just trying to figure